Last week, I found a video on YouTube that showcased an interesting indicator that is said to be a better version of the Stochastic Oscillator. This indicator is called the Doda Stochastic. I decided to build a strategy around it, so I went over to ChatGPT and gave him the Pinescript code of the Doda Stochastic. ChatGPT gave me a few indicator recommendations to combine with the Doda, like the RSI and the EMA crossover. I let it do its thing, and it coded me a complex strategy. After some debugging and fine-tuning, here is the final strategy. In this video I will showcase how this strategy and the full script works, but this time I didn't optimize it, so the results won't be that great. This time I want you to go ahead and optimize it. If you do so, comment down below the settings of your optimization. For everyone who comes up with a great optimization, I will send one of my unpublished ChatGPT strategies. Also, if the optimizations are good enough, I will showcase it in a future video. The rules are simple. Your properties tab should be set to these values. You can change all of the parameters in the Inputs tab however you like, but the optimization should have at least 100 trades and a maximum drawdown of 30% or less. Without wasting any time, let's get right into it. For this strategy, first open up TradingView and set up the BTC/USD 10-minute chart. But as I said, this is not an optimized strategy, so you can use any asset and time frame you want. And now let's set our indicators. Open up the Indicators tab. First, type in EMA and add the moving average exponential 2 times. Then type in Doda and add the Doda Stochastic to your chart. And finally type in RSI and add the Relative Strength Index to your chart. As I said, this is not an optimized strategy, so we are going to use all the default settings except the EMAs. So open up the first EMA, set its length to 21, and color it however you like. Then open the second EMA, set its length to 50, and again you can color it however you like. We won't change any of the settings of the other indicators, and now let's go over how you can get the full strategy script onto your chart. First, go down into the description or into the comment section. I left there a Google Drive link where you can download the full strategy script for free. So copy the full script down there, then go to the Pine Editor section, click on Open, then New Strategy, highlight everything here, and paste the full code right there. Finally, click on Add to Chart. If you've done that correctly, you should see the strategy right here. Let's open it up, and as you can see, this is a pretty complex strategy. Let me quickly explain how you can set up everything here. Everything above the short EMA length for trend confirmation, so this section, are the settings for the Doda Stochastic Oscillator. If I open up the Doda, you can see these are the default settings. Under the high level threshold, we have the short EMA length and the long EMA length, which are these two EMAs. Then at the bottom we have the RSI settings. You can set up the RSI's length, you can set up the long entry boundary, the short entry boundary, the long exit boundary, and the short exit boundary. Then you have a tick box right here. If you tick it, then the Doda indicator is not only going to be your entry signal indicator, but it will work as an exit signal indicator. So for example, if you would have entered into a long position right here, then the Doda would have exited that position right here when this cross down happened. And finally on the bottom, you have a fixed stop loss percentage. This is a simple percentage-based stop loss. So if you want to place your stop loss 1% from the entry level, you set it to 1. If you want to place it 2%, then you set it to 2. Now let's go over the rules of the strategy. Again, keep in mind this is not an optimization. With this script, I am waiting for you, the followers of TradeSmart AI, to optimize this strategy, and I will showcase the best one on this channel. Here we have a valid long entry signal. For a valid long entry, the fast EMA, which is the 21 length, should be above the slow EMA, which is the 50 length. The blue is the fast moving average, and the orange is the slow moving average. As you can see on the entry signal candle, the blue is above the yellow. So the first condition is met. The second condition is that the Doda green line needs to cross above the Doda red line. This is our Doda Stochastic indicator, and if we zoom in, you can see that on the signal candle, the green line just crossed above the red line. And finally, the RSI needs to be below the 50 level. If I open up the full script, here you can see the RSI overbought level for long entry, and it is set to 50. If we take a look on the actual chart, on the entry signal candle, the RSI is just below the 50 level at a 49.22 level. So all of the conditions are met for a very long entry. We can enter at the close of the signal candle or at the open of the next candle. As you can see, the script entered at the open of the next candle. In this case, the stop loss will be at a 0.5% distance from the entry price level. But don't forget that this stop loss distance is updated on each new valid entry signal candle. In the script, as you can see, I also set it to 0.5. A 0.5 distance will be somewhere around here. We will take the profits when the RSI goes above the 70 level. In the script you can set the top right here, where it says RSI overbought level for long exit. Our script exited the position right there, and that's because on this candle the RSI went above the 70 level, closing at 72.88. So this trade was a 1 to 1.45 risk to reward ratio trade, which captured a 0.71% movement. Now let's take a look on a short example. This is a valid short example, the rules are exactly the opposite, and this trade was another winner. As I said, the backtest results are not that great because I didn't optimize this strategy. So if you want to get access to one of my unreleased ChatGPT generated strategies, optimize this strategy, send me your optimization settings down in the comment section, and I will give you one of my unreleased scripts. And because this is not an optimized strategy, we won't rank this in the strategy ranking spreadsheet. And that wraps up today's video. Don't forget, I am waiting for your optimizations down in the comment section. The best one will be featured on the channel, and everyone who submitted an optimization will receive one of my unreleased ChatGPT generated strategies. If you want to see more content like this, don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Also, check out these other free strategies that I have already optimized. As always, thank you all for watching, have an amazing day, and until next time, trade smart!